Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. This, of course, a part of the European scenery known for its great noise. Milan, the grand shrine to the game, the Giuseppe Meazza. So we're up and running. McAllister playing game number... Oh no, this does not look good. And that's gone loose. And the shot's on here. Great chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Kane. And it's Messi. Spread to the right. Foyt kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get on the end of this? Nicked it back promptly. Messi. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Kane.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their...
Camavinga! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Toon really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Jimenez. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And it's Kane. Real chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. Shevchuk! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. It's their second corner of the game. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tomori cuts it out. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Jimenez gets across to intercept that. Driving on and making good progress. Robertson. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Done delicately. McAllister is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ferran Torres. That signals the end of the first period. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Argentina go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Located by the entrance
well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing It just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And Shevchenko! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kane, he has found the way through. And this is Shevchenko. Chance for a shot! And again! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And another try! And that is wildly off target. Camavinga. And it's Kane. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Quality ball. Looking to play him in. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Ferran Torres. Zabani with the clearance. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Messi. Looking for the run. Turns back here, probably the best option. Sanchez chooses to deal with it himself. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries from a long way out. And how did he not put that away?
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Kuhn clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Spread it left. That's where it came from. Pass is just off target.
At a time.
Kane! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Van Dijk tries to clear. And that will be the final act. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
And now, to all members
Your
of the
reflections
crowd,
then, Jim.
I'd like to
Argentina
ask you to join me
desperately
in wishing
failing
our
to
birthday
impose
boy
themselves
a
on the
very
game.
special
Decidedly
birthday.
flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Van Dijk reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Shevchenko. But that has not gone well. And this is Batistuta. Foot in. This looks promising. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he shoots! He's got away with one there. And the pass is intercepted. Argentina yet to have an attempt on goal. He's going to be disappointed with that. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Ferran Torres. Not the most accurate pass. It'll be a throw-in. Ferran Torres. And it's Vieira. He's had a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Vieira clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him.
Can he finish? That is delicious! A finish of true class! A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
And how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Number 18, Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Pass somewhat off target. It's a pretty loose pass. Robertson. That's destined for the flank. And it's Vieira. That pass has been well intercepted. Shevchenko! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't.
Ederson. Just past the 40th minute mark. Fernandez.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Argentina against
So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital. A bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. We are just getting started. So Jim, tell me this, chance for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Now it's Ferran Torres. Just eases him off the ball. Camavinga and Akanji. Rodgers. Akanji cuts out the pass. Ederson. But they've got it again. Nicely shaped ball. Zabani kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a little off target. And it's Messi. Ferran Torres. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Akanji, always a very imposing presence at the back. Now it's Messi. Out towards the flank. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi. It's come to nothing. Takes a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
Now it's Messi. Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get it through? That has been cut short. Arsenal are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Moved on forwards. That has not gone well. And it's McAllister. And that pass just didn't quite work. Akanji. Vardiol takes on his marker. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Great defending, strong and determined, looking for options for movement. And the referee has blown for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Those of you making their way home on public
neither side
transportation
has
today,
found a
please
way
watch
through
the
yet.
screen for train
Well, this
departure
will have
times
given
from
them a
all
chance
local
to
major
look for any
stations.
potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. So straight into the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Vardiol. Rodgers. And Vardiol. Vardiol. Good, strong midfield running here. And the finish! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the
The
supply.
attendance for this match was
No breakthrough and well into the
60,810.
second period. It is still anyone's game. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Very nicely done. Can he finish? Glorious! He's got himself an absolute peach. It is the pick-me-up they all long for. And that really is so impressive. Arsenal, oh, he's on his own!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been won straight back. Ferran Torres. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Shevchenko. Knocks it out wide. And it's Camavinga. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And here's Messi. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
McAllister, Ferran Torres, Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's got away with one there.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Defend. And that is that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Just a quick announcement and an
Any
exciting
reflections
one too.
on what you've
We're
seen,
about to
Jim?
announce
Well, it
today's
wasn't a great
watching
game,
numbers.
Peter, not
Please
by any
watch the
stretch.
screen if you have a
Both
ticket.
sides looked pretty laboured in the first half. A slight improvement in the second, I must admit. But just one significant moment. That's what it's all about.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Argentina.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started. Once he finds that little bit of space, then it's all about using his pace and trickery, and he'll give any defence lots of problems.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Oh, good-looking ball. Zielinski into the channel. Oh, that's well spotted. Shevchenko. That's a simple one for the keeper. Nicely intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. And he thumps it clear. Zielinski. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And back to the keeper they go. Argentina yet to have an attempt on goal. Nice sequence of passes this. This is a promising build-up.
Better options for him there.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, well measured. Look at the... And Shevchenko! And a terrific save from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And Dijk makes the interception. Camavinga. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's having a hit! Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Bruno Fernandes. Ødegaard. Dragushin. Robert Sanchez. Foyt.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
I'd just like to read out our fan
So very little to report. Nothing indeed in terms of goals scored.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the...
Akanji. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Threads one in. And he's there to get it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Mbappe! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
The attendance for this match.
Can he get on the end of this?
81,007.
This is Messi. And Messi! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Donnarumma. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Always onto this. Now that shapes the shoot! And now they can clear their lines. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that pass just didn't quite work. Towering header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Played out to the left flank. Good effort from distance. Rafael Leao. And it's Ødegaard. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Dragushin. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for a runner. Well, there's the clearance. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, easy pickings there. Bruno Fernandes. Caresses it through. That's the keeper's ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Jimenez calmly anticipates.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that interception was most necessary. And that is as far as it goes. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Way to the information centre.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Well, you could make a case to say, Jim, that Park Ji-sung is the most successful Asian export ever.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hugely popular, and it's hard to argue if you look at his record at the very top level. A player with an impeccable work ethic and discipline, and he has the knack of turning up at all the big games too.
Changes him with that pass. He is through here. Zanetti gets across to intercept that. It's a searching pass. Dragoshin cuts out the pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Foyt. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Good effort from distance. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi!
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And this is Neymar. Oh, Neymar! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, I think the defence are probably going to come in for a rollicking after this, Peter. They got away with one there.
Marquinhos.
Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's picked his way through. Cleared without hesitation. Ferran Torres. And it's Azar. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zanetti. Back where it came from. And this is it's Van Basten! Van Basten! What a goal! What a player! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Marco Van Basten!
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Jimenez promptly onto that, and that is that. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Done delicately. Messi is flagged offside. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Robertson makes the interception. Succumbs to the pressure. McAllister. And That signals the end of the first period. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
On our shuttle bus service.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. We're on the move again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, that is a nice touch. He has found the way through. Neymar plays it in. This is Messi. Goes for a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. That was easy, almost too easy.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi!
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now. Hazard. Oh, it's Van Basten. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And no, that was never going to make it. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Van Basten! Off the post. And Parkinson! Oh, screamer! He's got himself an absolute peach. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Oh, it's Van Basten. Messi. That's been cut out, well played. That's a decent clearance.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he cuts out the supply. And here's Van Basten. Takes the shot! Well, they've got it again. That's going wide left. Well, there's the clearance. And it's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Xavi Alonso. Park Ji-sung looking on. Park Ji-sung! Brought out the best in the keeper. Oh, it's Van Basten.
2 added minutes
Now
has
it's
been
Messi.
indicated.
Ferran Torres. And this is Van Basten. And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Just
Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.